last year I started studying and documenting how the world works, the non-existent physical world that humans believe in. And I realized like right away, even in like 5 minutes, I'm doing more work than pretty much anyone ever does. But I'm like contributing to those around me who've been torturing me and enslaving me my whole life. And I realize now I have become a slave. I spent my whole life successfully avoiding them, getting beat by them occasionally, whatever, and rounded up or enslaved by them sometimes. But generally, like I felt like very successful at evading their tactics of enslavement. Like they do willingly to each other and willingly for each other. I mean, they love it so much they participate in themselves. But then I realized, like, all that stuff I was writing and making journals on was something that I'll never see any sort of payback for, right? Like, who cares anyways? What if I'm 80 and I get something in return? I don't even want to be 80. That's for useless people who love this trash planet, who created all those problems to begin with. They don't need those things. They don't need to understand the earth. They don't need technology. They don't need advancement. They need to go back to the caves. And so I started like when they said, I mean, especially because this group you humans allow to stalk me, it's like you all need to go back to the caves. But so one of the stalkers you guys sent to me, I just started handing her my journal, my science journals, where all original writings and designs and stuff to use for firewood. I just gave her like a couple pages, but this is the way humans and this is the way the humans' masters are. So imagine the dogs below the humans' masters. I just gave her a couple pages, and then when I wake up in the morning, the entire journal's burnt. But I didn't care because I'd already threw away my other journals, anyways. But I mean, that's just the way it happens. And I just laughed at her all morning. Meth baby from Israel, clone. And how those clones aren't living beings. Anyways, they deserve none of that. So I started poisoning myself like a couple years ago to erase my brain so I can't be like forced to work for them or do anything and extract any sort of knowledge from the torture they've extracted upon me through the years and forced me to learn. Since they were incapable of it themselves, they found a way to do it to me. I think everyone should do that. Anyone who's smart should just like start beating themselves in the head with a hammer and taking chemicals and drugs and they'll all eat themselves. I guarantee you this is without asking Putin and China to come erase all these fools. We should try all routes possible, but we should also start trying to erase ourselves if we're like the smart ones or the capable ones, because they will eat themselves alive without you being their slave, and you gotta analyze it. You are their slave. So that's been pretty useful for me to try to erase my brain so it doesn't work any well and they cannot benefit from their slavery. Also, it's been useful for the COVID stuff and asking other nations to come help me. But I don't know if that works for everyone, but erasing yourself, if you're the one who's doing things amongst them, it's like a very beneficial thing. If we remove ourselves from the playing field, they will reverse. They're already like reverted to fourth world. They've taken our ideas and technology and invented a new fourth world society where it's like trash and heroin needles everywhere, but they're cave people living with stuff some advanced alien people gave them. It's trash laying around everywhere. I bet you we can help them invent a new fifth world. Just pull everything from them. Like, why give it to these people who have enslaved everyone? Why be their servant? Like, how many people out there do anything? Elon Musk made a video about how he hates his father. It's like, yeah, dude, people like you who are intelligent, you are the biggest slaves. You've been beaten by your family and you're in society and kicked around and you had to be isolated. Don't give them anything because you're the best slave ever. Give them what they want. They like being beaten and enslaved. Obviously, they like beatings and enslavement. And I wouldn't doubt Elon's doing that. Look like how they're setting him up. I actually kind of like these people as I get older. The more I learn about the New World Order and the humans working for them, I kind of like how they're fucking terminating the humans some days. Been enslaving them. I feel bad for attacking them and trying to disrupt their program some days. It feels like they're the good people.